Spain defeats Argentina 1-0 in extra time to win the World Cup. As the final whistle blows, the champions drop to the grass in celebration. But the 90 seconds that followed shifted the focus elsewhere. As the celebrations began, Nahuel Molina appeared to strike Rodri. Leandro Paredes grabbed Eric Garcia by the throat and hauled Gavi to the turf. The chaos reached the sidelines when Argentina's assistant coach, Roberto Ayala, was caught on camera with his hands at the neck of Spain's Dani Olmo. This loss of control forced its way into the post-match coverage. Across social media and in broadcast studios on 3 continents, the conversation quickly moved from the quality of the football to the severity of the conduct. It is rare for the football world to agree on anything, but the response to this incident was a near-unanimous verdict of condemnation from those who have been in those high-pressure moments themselves. Thierry Henry noted that while he understands the heat of a final, respect cannot simply vanish. He explicitly stated that if investigation reports are accurate, he would not be surprised by bans. On the broadcast, Alan Shearer described Paredes throwing haymakers into a rival's face, summing up the scene as disgusting behavior. Wayne Rooney was blunter, calling for FIFA to ban the players. He argued that allowing this behavior sets a standard for every other team, though he noted that FIFA often finds ways to avoid harsh penalties for its stars. While the public verdict has been delivered, the official governing bodies have yet to decide if they will move forward with those demands. In the days that followed, the expected apologies from the Argentine camp never arrived. Instead, the team remained silent on the specifics of the brawl. The players involved posted messages about national pride, while manager Lionel Scaloni dismissed critics, defending his players as warriors who knew how to lose with dignity. The only person to offer an apology was assistant coach Ayala, but even that was undermined. He claimed his actions were a reaction to a comment, a claim Spain's Dani Olmo flatly rejected as a lie. This refusal to acknowledge the brawl stood in contrast to the response to Gavi. Despite being one of the players thrown to the turf, he was the one voice arguing for mercy. Gavi argued that while the images were bad for the sport, the logical solution was a red card during the match, rather than handing out career-altering suspensions weeks after the fact. With the perpetrators remaining defiant and the victims calling for the world to move on, the incident was left in a state of limbo. But while FIFA stalled, the professional market began to react. While the debate over morality continued, the transfer market delivered a more practical response. Reports emerged that Real Madrid ended their pursuit of Enzo Fernandez during the summer window, choosing to walk away from a major potential deal. At this level, clubs value composure as much as talent. Fernandez's role in the post-match chaos signaled a lack of maturity that a club like Madrid was unwilling to overlook. The internal mood also seems to be shifting. Veteran goalkeeper Emiliano Martinez has openly stated he is weighing whether it's time to step away from the national team. These individual shifts suggest that even without official bans, the players' conduct in the final has created tangible consequences for their professional careers. Despite the market's reaction, FIFA's legal obligations remain. The disciplinary code is specific about how infractions should be penalized. This chart shows the baseline requirements. For violent conduct, the code mandates a minimum 3-match ban, which can increase depending on involvement. However, the investigation remains an open file, with no timetable, leaving it unclear if suspensions will be served. This delay highlights a structural tension within FIFA. The organization relies heavily on the presence of its most marketable stars to drive interest and revenue. As this flowchart shows, the absence of top players from qualifiers directly impacts viewership and commercial value. Strictly enforcing the code against Argentina carries a direct financial cost. History suggests FIFA often prioritizes these metrics, as seen in the minor penalties following Qatar. The hard truth is that if a team is profitable enough, the rules of the game are often secondary to the needs of the market. For some, the talent may simply be too big to ban.